learn about that. What's the EU? They didn't know. God. I encourage you to go vote in November, unless you haven't done your research. Then stay home. Watch monkeys. I'm not talking about like random monkeys. Go back, find. Hey, we're the monkeys. Last train to Clarksville. That's rock, solid, good stuff. Okay, whole is very in the part. So you've got verbal stuff, you've got all the visuals, you've got music, but all of that stuff works together to create a more coherent sort of persuasive message, whatever that is. So in your paper, and just generally when you're looking at media, whatever, what are all the things that's going on? How do they work in tandem to offer some sort of persuasive message, whatever that message might possibly be? So sensory experiences, the visual, the music, auditory, all that stuff I think is really, really interesting. Okay, the next bit, so I skip basically media channels. So internet, web, okay. Social media, yeah, you can read that. Television, yeah, read that. Augmented radio, you can read that. Digital convergence, all this stuff putting together, yeah, read that. There's all sorts of different things. By the way, I will put a new thread up today. I forgot about doing that, but it will be up some kind of day. And we'll see what it is. News is very important. What is news? News decisions. Entertainment media, summary, lots of stuff there. So reading. The stuff from chapter 5, I've already sort of mentioned in my previous lecture last week, that oftentimes they're talking about audience and attitudes, right? So when we're thinking about and the learning objectives, go read the learning objectives, describe characteristics of the audience as engage, identify the components of an attitude, you have an attitude. Explain how persuaders use audience analysis, creating their messages, understand how audiences are measured using polling, blah, 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 blah. So I'll let you read all that type of stuff. But they talk about the size, so how many people, narrowcasting versus broadcasting, that's focusing in versus on everybody. So you can read that. I talked about that. The primary versus secondary audiences. Primary audiences might be large, secondary may be total number of audiences larger because they start talking about it. They see things after it reached the intended audience. People might see this as something and then retweet it or share it, and then so you get the secondary audience from the primary audience, blah 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 blah. Anonymity, they talk about primary and secondary audience. I didn't think about it. Well, taking control, you can read all that kind of stuff, but the main thing that's really important to me is attitudes, audiences and attitudes. I'll let you read that, but it's important because when you're thinking about issues of target audiences and everything like that, relationship marketing, oftentimes what we're trying to do in any sort of persuasive sort of situation, whether we're selling a pair of sunglasses or we're selling koalas. This is 15 ESP 15, which does nothing. Spray gel sunscreen, instant bronzer, Australian gold. Good day, mate. I'm a koala. That's terrible. Australian. But in any case, I have no idea what I was just talking about. Attitude. So we're trying to adjust attitudes in the car, change attitudes, so people will buy stuff an attitude is a learned predisposition to respond in a consistently favorable and unfavorable manner with respect to an object. It talks about all these different ways. We are evaluative, it is learned, we have predispositions to certain things that might lead to behavior, but not necessarily. Attitudes are flexible and stable. For instance, we learn all the time, particularly at the beach. Sunscreen. They didn't used to do that back in the day, right? But now we're so health conscious. The environment has changed. Actually, people back in the day didn't get skin cancer like they do now because we screwed up the environment. But also they're trying attitude toward all that stuff has been created, or we've learned this through media. So we have a certain attitude about, yeah, I want to wear sunscreen so that I don't want to get sunburn, but more than that, at the end of my life, or whatever, I don't want to get skin cancer. But I'll let you read all this. By the way, again, all this stuff, anything in the book is going to be solid gold so far as citing it. And you're trying to say some cool analytical things about it, how effective you think your commercial is. And if I haven't said it before, I expect you to cite the book. I want quotes from the book. I want you to use NLA. Quotes from the book are good, not long quotes, little mini quotes. Can you paraphrase? Yes. When you paraphrase, do you still need to cite your stuff? Yes. Go read the NLA stuff I put on Jason. Okay, so I'll let you read all about attitude formation and belief, and blah, 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 blah. There's so much stuff in there. My computer screwed up. Learn for your flexible stability. I'll let you read all that kind of stuff. But so attitude is really, really important. So read all about changing attitudes and this components of an attitude, figure 5.1. I'll let you read that. But important stuff. Okay. Now, audience analysis. This is where it gets super cool, because this is what a lot of folks are trying to persuade you to do, so they can try to target their message to you through visuals, through music, through blah, 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 blah. By the way, speaking of music and politics, there's lots of controversy over certain candidates using certain music, blah, 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 blah. Go read up on that. That's pretty interesting. I hear noise. Oh, they're fixing our porches and screwdrivers. Okay, so when we're thinking about audience segmentation, we'll adapting to audience, creating audiences, polling. Where do I start? Okay, yeah, I sort of skip all that. Go to audience segmentation, and I'll let you read that. But basically, segmented. But we don't. Most of us completely kind of broadcast. There are different audiences out there. So we do demographics, so we think about issues of age. So like in your TV, and you got a show, you got a program that, or a station, you're showing the Golden Girls or something like that. You know, you're not going to advertise. You're going to advertise for the older people stuff, like drugs, the clap on, clap off, or like, I'm falling and I can't get up. But in any case, demographics, age, sex, race, sexual orientation. What a lot of folks are talking about now, and this is, most folks know about demographics. What most folks don't know about is psychographics. Psychographics is where it's at right now. Psychographics. Vowels. Not A-E-I-E-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, sometimes but V-A-L-S. Values, attitudes, and lifestyles. So people oftentimes nowadays are trying to target not just a particular age, not a particular region, not particular sex, not particular race, not particular blah, 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 blah. A particular psychographic. Are people innovators? And how do I reach the innovators? Are people thinkers? How do I reach the thinkers? I don't know. Achievers. How do I reach the achievers? Experiencers. How do I reach them? Believers. Not a believer. More monkeys. Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet her at the station. It's another monkey song. Strivers. Makers. Survivors. And so, one thing that I put on here, I'm not surviving this computer very well. One thing that I put on here is, well, we got primary motivation. They talk about primary motivation for doing various things. I'll let you read that. I know when my voice goes through. Blah, 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 blah. one thing and resources. Here's what I would urge you to do, just to learn. I have put on the PowerPoint, so it's not a bookmark or a link actually on KC, but I put on the PowerPoint the survey, the bowel survey that you could take just to see what it's all about. And that's one of the things, the internet activity. Take the bowel survey. Ooh, yeah. This is going to be the thread for the week. And then the next thing, there's qualitative analysis in addition to all that type of stuff. I'll let you read all that stuff. But then the next thing is geodemographics. So I'm moving around away from the bowel stuff. And that's basically targeting where folks live. In South Carolina, obviously, we're going to get a little bit different sort of, it's more of a southerny type of stuff. You're not going to, we have different restaurants. I mean, it's just, people target different regions differently. That's it. And I'll let you read more about that. But you always have to understand how, and they talk to you about political stuff, that your messages are going to change a little bit, or your strategies are going to change a little bit depending on where you are geographically. And that's it, actually. And it talks about ratings. You can read about ratings. There's so much stuff on here about yeah, read chapters 4 and 5, and and learn it. And let me know if you have any questions. And when you write your paper, and when you turn it in, I will read it very closely, and I will, I can get a song, I will treasure it. Take care, and let me know how I can help.